vigilante. Resist the system, you know what I'm saying? Feel good right now. Let's get it.
Yeah, hey, minor is the one you want talking to your sons. I can talk about God, I can tell them about drugs. I can show them how to move when they see you in the mud. Get to work and make a brick. It was me and Doc putting everything on the house, investing everything in music, then explain it to the spouse. Came a long way from sleeping on my brother's couch. Realest you done met, call her op, he a vouch. Yeah, I own a few mistakes.
I done woke up, slept on me, trying to eat with vultures. Y'all look frail, let me feed the culture. Can't get full of the lead and coke, huh? Still sober, y'all OD, follow me. Where the rain follow me, king. Yeah, I know the king, Martin Luther King. You ain't really on the throne, boy, you in a dream. Wake up, y'all don't want it. Down to the white, I better put Milo on it. And let's soon Chico Milo, homie. And if I'm scared, I guess I don't know it. Cause I'm still going right where the heat at. And where I ain't supposed to be, that's where I be at. And I spit that, sit back, listen to the truth while the sky crack and the Lord gets back. Or somebody wants some hit back and they click clack, leave your bit back, looking at the syntax. Never left, but I've been back, cross on my bit neck, and I don't rap gospel, I live that. But I'm nothing but a gimmick. You see me in the club, funny, you was in it. Skip a cosign, shout out to the homie Kendrick. And all I hear is crickets when I run into the critics. Oh well, show tells me a lot when they tell me to rock. Keep my eyebrows raised, smell what I'm cooking. And the sales may drop, yeah, the meal may.
At this level is intelligence and IQ. And we're not gonna end up like that fuck nigga over there. I got knocked out. Caleb.
The heart beats just a little faster right now, doesn't it? They stand alone right now. No cornermen. They're just ready to make the ring walk for the biggest fight that boxing can.
Hey, keep your hands, keep each other. It's the one and only Ghost with the shadow in the front. I hope everybody's having a good day. I am having a blessed day today. And I actually, hold on, audio real quick. Audio check. Okay, I wanted to make sure this shit is not too loud. Okay, I got to get straight into it because the live won't be that long. However, there is a couple of topics that I need to cover straight up. Let me get to it real quick. Number one, I hope you're having a good day today. What's going on, brother? Hey, real quick, man. I'll tell you, man, boxing is hard, man. Boxing is hard, man. Boxing, I'll tell you, bro. God bless anybody who boxes, bro. I mean, damn, bro. You want to talk about people jump ship. People say you was never that good. Hold on, let me get this out the way. People say all types of things, and then on top of that, you got to add in the damn rumors people throwing in here. Well, the rumor, like I done seen like just on the way home, I've seen like 3 channels already talk about like say that Devin is fighting Tio, but then I see Tio in a car talking about nah, we ain't fighting. Why are people reporting that Devin Haney's fighting Teofimo Lopez? Why are they doing that? Oh, I told you it was a good movie, bro. What's going on, man? I told you it was a good movie. Didn't I tell you? And you know what? Hey, you know what I liked about it though? It was like tension. Like a lot of tension was built. Like it's kind of, so since you watched this, so you understand what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to explain. It's right, yeah. It's like there was like 4 times in the movie where I'm like, I'm watching a movie and it's like 4 times where I'm like, oh shit, like, because it's not like, I don't want to use the word exciting. It's like a lot of tension. Like you don't know what's gonna happen, and like I guess the best way to explain it without like anyone like you know surprising it. It's like if a killer was gonna do something to somebody in his house, and then like the person knocks on the door, and it's like, yo, we gotta I don't know, we gotta inspect your apartment or something. So now you gotta hide the person and hope that that they don't get caught. You know, it's like that almost, but like a lot of tensions in the movie. It was a good movie though. It was a good movie. You caught anxiety watching it? Damn. You did? Yo, there was another one too. C for Me. C for Me is another good movie. That's another good movie, bro. C for Me. Did you see that? Did you see that one? The girl is blind, right? Like she can't see for shit, right? And you know how rich people rich people take care of their pets like more than people, you know? So like there's like a mansion, I think, and she's gotta like watch a cat in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you know it's a movie when it's something like that, bro. I like a mansion in the middle of nowhere. Your nearest neighbor is like miles away. And the person is rich, and the person, I don't know, they got a high-ass security system, but you got to watch a cat, and you blind. First off, let's start right there. Why would you hire someone who's blind to watch your cat? That doesn't even make any sense. That's counterintuitive, don't you think? Like the whole purpose is to make sure my cat is okay. How you going to do that if you can't see? I don't know. The movie, hey, I didn't write the movie, but I do know it's a good movie. You know, she's got to download an app. And some veterans got to tell her like, oh, watch out, the guy's over there or whatever. So that's another good movie too. But anyway, with that, I know it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Hey, so real quick, I'm can somebody even tell me what's going on with this whole Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez? Like, bro, I don't see like 10 channels like talk about that, like they're gonna fight. Like, this is what I don't understand about this community, bro. Right? Tio himself came out. This is how it like I don't understand, bro. It's always like this, bro. You got like 10 channels, like Devin's gonna fight Tio, right? And everyone gets all excited and shit. And then Tio just goes live in the car, and he's like, I'm gonna fight Devin, like for real. Like, thanks for telling me, because I didn't know nothing, you know. It's like just a bunch of lies or whatever, man. I mean, listen, I hope it is. I hope it is true. You know, that's a fight I've been wanting to see. I mean, let's be honest. Besides Devin and Ryan, right? Like Devin and Ryan, I think Devin and Ryan fought like what 3-3 in the amateurs, right? They were tied 3-3, right? So besides Devin versus Ryan, like Devin Haney versus Tio was like the rivalry everybody always wanted to see anyway. And a lot of it got to do with the fact because they knew each other in the amateurs and the pops. You know, the pops be talking shit to each other. So, but I mean, when you got Teofimo Lopez telling you himself, like, bro, we're not even like, there is no negotiations. I don't know what they're talking about. You think that would stop channels from still promoting lies? But no, that it doesn't. It's like they don't care. They're just like, I literally right before I went live right now, like there was some channel that you know, he was like Tio versus Devin in 2025, and I'm like, well, who told you that? Like, who said that, bro? And it probably was from the Boxing Voice, right? Shout out to the Boxing Voice. I don't got really nothing against those guys, man. You know, I think everybody can be criticized. Let's be fair. I'm pretty sure if you took a look at me, there's a lot of shit you could say about me, right? So, I mean, let's just be completely honest, right? What's the name of what again? Oh, it's called C for Me. C for Me. Yeah, man, listen, it's a good movie. It's just the premise of the movie don't make no damn sense, bro. I'm watching the movie, right? This girl is blind as fuck. She can't see. She literally, like, the Uber takes her there, and he's got to walk her to the door. She's got the stick and everything. And I'm watching this, and I'm like, oh, it's a pretty good movie, right? The woman answered the door, and she's like, so, you're here to watch my cat while I go on vacation. And I'm like, who wrote this movie? She can't see, bro. How she Yo, that's so messed up, bro. How you gonna say to a blind person, hey, thanks, bro. Thanks for watching my cat. She can't watch your cat physically. She literally can't. I don't know what the fuck. Oh my goodness, bro. People that be writing movies is out of their damn mind. I'll tell you. You remember the movie Predator? With of course, with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's one of my favorite movies, bro, of all time. Predator. They were in Mexico, and Arnold Schwarzenegger said he got a call from like one of the directors. And now you know the Mexican girl in the movie, right? There's a Mexican girl in the movie, I think. She wasn't supposed to be in the movie. So, but apparently, long story short, you know the movie about the Predator, the aliens from outer space, and it's hunting the soldiers one by one, right? Including Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? So he says when they start filming the movie, he got a phone call from the director, and the director's like, "Hey, listen, we want to add this Mexican lady in the movie, and you got to have a sex scene." And Arnold's like, "What?" Like, yeah, like we think it'll be great and it'll sell more tickets. And Arnold is like, I don't think that's gonna go with the movie. And this is the director, right? There's actually a short. You can see it. It's on YouTube. That's where I got it from. Arnold's doing an interview. He's like, he's like, it's not gonna work, bro. Like, you got to think about it logically. Like, there's 10 soldiers. We're in the middle of the jungle. It's hot as hell. We've been out here for like a week, so that's nasty as hell. Number two, like, this alien is killing everybody one by one. How the hell are you gonna fit me with a sex scene with this girl? Like, what am I gonna do? Take her behind the bush, you know? And the director was like, oh yeah, you know, all right, but we got to put her in there, and that's how she ended up in there. But I'm telling you, man, I feel like I could write a movie better than some of these people, man. This shit is crazy. Yeah, you heard about that, right? Tell you, man, Hollywood, man, it's Hollywood for you. Nah, come on, bro. Come on, man. You nasty, Poncho. You nasty as hell. If you in a jungle for nah, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I mean, I don't know if I mean, come on, I got other shit to worry about, man. I'm probably starving. I probably want to shower. I'm probably getting eaten up by mosquitoes. Trust me, she ain't probably trying to do it either. So I'm just saying, it's just, you got to think logically. But then again, none of these movies are logical. Absolutely none of them. But getting to what I got to say, because I like literally today, when I say I can't do a long live, like I mean it. I can't do a long live, bro. That's why I'm going live now. It was a good day today. I just wanted to get this live out the way. I wanted to cover a couple of things because I feel like it's kind of crazy in a way. So let me start with the list. I had a list. Hold on. This is a short list. Did I throw it out? Hold on. I just had the list. Oh, here it is right here. Okay. Let's start with my guy Geron and his boots. Now, you guys know I'm a Geron and his boots fan. I've always liked Boots, man. And obviously we saw his fight this past weekend, and you know, the performance definitely did not match, let's just say, Boots hype or whatever. Is Boots overrated? In my opinion, and I'm a Boots fan, yeah, he is. But not in the sense of how people are putting it. Like, let's look at being overrated. Like, overrated got nothing to do with him. Right? It's got to do with us or people. So when I look at the grand scope of things, based on what Boots has done and his performances and what people say about him, yeah, he is kind of overrated, bro. He is overrated, but that doesn't take away, like, do I still think he's one of the most talented fighters on the planet? Yeah, he is, bro. And like I said, like, I feel like people are a little bit too hard, bro. Like, boxing is the one sport, bro. Look, boxing is the one sport where if you lose one fight, people talk about you like you was never that good, or like, this is the only sport that does that. It's the only sport that does that. If a team loses a game, they just say the team had a bad week. The team had a bad game. A fighter loses a fight, they start talking like this man was, he was never that good. Like if he's not human or something. Like, we're human. So let's start right there. The man ain't perfect. That's number one. Number two, like, I said this before the other day, like, he didn't do anything, in my opinion, to make me be like, oh, like, okay. What I'm trying to say is, take Boots' last 3 fights. Did he do anything to make you be like, oh, I didn't know that about him? For me personally, no. No. I said last year, I think the man gets hit too much, right? The one thing I will say is I do believe that criticism is valid. The criticism for his performance is valid. Okay. But I think I think it's going too far to start saying like, you got, of course, now you got to take into account some of these people are Crawford fans. Some of these people just don't like Boots, right? I'm hearing people say like, the boy is smoking mirrors. The boy was never that good, this and that. Like, hold on, bro. Hold on. Listen, he still won the fight. Okay, he won the fight. It's not like Karen was robbed or something like that. I could understand if like Karen got robbed or Boots really lost the fight, or if he lost the fight. He didn't have a great performance and he was getting hit more than you would like to see someone get hit, right? But he did that his last fight. And he did that the fight before, I believe, right? Did he not? So for me, the only criticism I have as far as Boots goes is, number one, like, it's the same thing I say about Tio. You would think that as time goes on, you would fix these things. I have the same criticism with Tio, bro. Trust me, I see Tio doing shit that he does not fix. And I keep saying, like, bro, like, people are going to take advantage of that. Like, Boots, I don't think Boots' defense is really the problem. I'm not saying he shouldn't work on it. What I'm saying is that I don't think that's like the issue with why he's getting hit so much. I think Boots is getting hit so much because he does the same thing that Virgil Ortiz does. I think he needs to slow down and think, bro. Like, because to be honest, like when he's like slower, when he's like at a slower pace, his defense is good. His defense is good. He's always going like, he's always like putting his hands up. It's not like he has his hands down and he's just getting hit. If you notice, it's the timing. It's the timing. And it's because really, I think he's trying to rush a knockout. And I believe Virgil Ortiz does the same exact thing, bro. Virgil does the same thing, just not as much. And Virgil has a high guard, so I don't think Virgil gets hit as much. But come on, bro. You can't sit there and say that when you saw Virgil Ortiz fight Boachuk, you didn't think maybe Virgil should slow down. Virgil should slow down. And he puts in every punch he throws, he puts 110% on it. So maybe you should just slow down, bro. Slow down and the knockout will come to you. That's the same thing I got to say about Boots. Now, also, but the truth is, right? I'm going to tell you why. Another reason why I personally think as a Boots fan that he is overrated, though. Who was on the co-main event with Boots? Bam Rodriguez. Compared to Bam Rodriguez, bro, he is underrated. Bam Rodriguez is 24 years old, bro. He's 24 years old. And look at what he's done. So, yeah, you compare Bam to Boots, like, it's night and day. Shit, if Bam keep doing what he doing, he gonna pass anyway. He gonna pass, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's 24 years old, and he fights a lot, and he fights frequently. So, this kid, like, I mean, compared to people like that, he is overrated. Then on top of that, I don't think it was that great of a move to go to Eddie Hearn, bro. I just don't. Like, Boots don't fight as much, man. So, but being overrated to me is not based on the fighter, though. Is we do that shit. We do that. We as fans do that. We as fans say, oh, he the next this, he the next that, without him doing anything. And I've been guilty of that myself. Like, I've done that before. Like, I've said, like, oh, I think this fight is the next big thing, before he actually accomplished half of that. I've been guilty of that before, bro. I've done it with a few fighters so far, bro. I really thought Frank Sanchez was going to be the next big heavyweight, bro. I really did. And you saw how he lost. Like, he lost pretty bad. It's just one loss, by the way. It ain't like his career is over, but still, I prematurely judged him. I prematurely said that I think he's the next best thing. You know, when in reality, I don't even think Frank had a title. Frank might have had one of those baby titles. You know how they got those no-name belts that we don't know about, what the NCAA, whatever, those damn weird-ass belts, bro. To me, those belts don't count. If you got one of them belts, they don't count. I think Keyshawn got one of them belts. I think Raymond Ford got one of them belts. I don't know. But at the end of the day, he didn't do enough for me to say he's one of the next best heavyweights. Which, by the way, just to show you how people view things, just to show you how crazy people view things. Ellie Setback. We all know Ellie Setback, right? Ellie Setback, how many subscribers does this kid have? I mean, and I swear, I don't understand this. I don't know how this happened, but it boggles my mind how some dudes got 200, maybe 300,000 subscribers and don't know a damn thing about boxing. But then you got channels with like 500 subscribers that know way more. And that just goes to show you that it's really all about certain things. It's like whether it be shock, you know, a drama or whatever, or trolling or whatever. I think Ellie Setback, right? Ellie Setback has a lot of views. Why? Really, it ain't because of his knowledge. I'm not trying to downplay the guy. I don't know him. But I'm telling you, as a boxing fan, I hear this man talk. But this man is constantly around fighters. He's in the back locker room. He's always doing live interviews, right? He's around Tank. He's around Canelo. He's around Tio and Tio Senior. He's around all these big ass like stars and shit, right? But he don't know, like, to me, like his boxing takes is crazy. So he just dropped a video today with him and Danny Garcia. And you should see the way Danny Garcia looks at this kid, by the way. So he's with Danny Garcia, and what's the dude that fought at 168? He's a Philly fighter. He had a lot of losses. He knocked out Beck the Bully. I don't even think he fights anymore. What's his name? You know who I'm talking about. He's a Puerto Rican guy. He's got a lot of losses. He fought Triple G. He beat Beck the Bully. He lives in Philly. I think he's retired. What's his name? Oh my goodness, bro. What's his name? Gabe Rosado. Thank you. Gabe Rosado. He's got a video with Gabe Rosado, right? Gabe Rosado got the gloves on, and I don't know if he's fighting again or not, but here, this is crazy. So Gabe Rosado got gloves on, and I don't know if he's like right about to go out, right? And Ellie Setback, he goes, going live with Gabe Rosado seconds before he goes out, right? And also standing here with Danny Garcia. So Danny Garcia starts telling him shit like, you know, like what's he been doing with life and stuff, right? And then he says to Danny, hey, Danny, who's your pound for pound? So Danny goes, Alexander Usyk, right? That's a good answer, right? Except Ellie goes, that's a good, Ellie. I still can't believe it, bro. Look at Danny Garcia's face when he looks at him, bro. So Ellie goes, wait, who's your pound for pound? He goes, Alexander Usyk. You know, I think he's made history and stuff. Ellie Setback goes, Tank. Mine is Tank. And Danny Garcia went like this, like, he didn't want to put down Tank, but he was like, yeah, Tank's good, but pound for pound? Like, bro, there's like 10 fighters you could put. I know pound for pound is subjective, but you would think if you're going to list a pound for pound fighter, what pops up in your head? Canelo, Crawford, Usyk, Bam Rodriguez, Inoue. Like the first person you say is Tank? That's crazy to me, bro. That goes to show me where your head is at. Even though pound per pound is subjective, you saying something like that just goes to show me how you view boxing, bro. And this is a person who's got a lot of subscribers. Like a lot of these channels that are big, like a lot of these guys surprise me, bro. They really do. Like some of these dudes have had channels like 3 times longer than me, way more subscribers, way been in the game, way longer. And they say some stuff that's outlandish. Just outlandish. I'm like, bro, there's no way. Like you have to be trolling. Like you can't be real. But it is what it is. Like some of these guys are like that, man. And but it's just funny to me. But I will say this, you know, I give people props where props is due. I don't think there's any other channel that drops more videos around fighters than Ellie Setback, which is why it surprised me. Which is why it surprises me why he says the most dumbest shit ever. You're constantly around fighters, my guy. Every day you drop like 10 videos. You're chilling with Tank. You're chilling with Canelo. You're chilling with this guy. But yet, when people ask you questions about boxing, you seem clueless, bro. That's crazy to me. This man, bro. You should have seen Danny Garcia's face. Danny Garcia looked at him like he out of his damn mind. Danny was like, Tank. He said, well, Danny Garcia didn't want to say nothing bad about Tank. So he was like, no, Tank a good fighter, but you asked me pound for pound. You know, Usyk, Crawford, Canelo, Inoue, guys that's literally, you know, been in different divisions and actually did shit. You know, not one fight at 140 and then go back, you know what I mean? And do all this other crazy shit. It is what it is. It's subjective. If you think he is, bro. He also be saying some other stuff like, yeah, Tank be knocking out heavyweights. When you see that? When you see that? When did you see that? Is it on camera? You need to show the public that. I mean, he says that freely, like that shit happens every day. Yeah, Tank be knocking out heavyweights all the time. Oh, really? Well, I'll tell you what, next time you should record that shit and upload it to one of your many videos with you saying stupid shit. But shout out to Ellie Setback. But Tio and let me see what. Yeah, look, and I don't want to talk bad. Well, yeah, I was about to say that. I don't want to talk bad about him, like. But I mean, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, and this is one of the reasons why I don't want to talk to fighters and I don't want to be around fighters. It's really, to be honest with you, that's why I don't want to do it. Because in a way, like, I kind of don't blame him. And before you say, like, what you mean, like, what I mean is, like, I know me as a person, right? I'm a very loyal person and shit. Like, if I like you, and I'm not going to talk trash about you, you know what I mean? So that's why I don't want to chill with fighters or talk or interview fighters, because I feel like I don't want to be put in a position where I feel like I owe you. Like I gotta give you a pass and I can't criticize you because we're cool, you know? It's part of the reasons why I've never tried to get an interview or anything like that. It's just like, I don't want to owe these guys. And I feel like some of these dudes do that. You know, how many times, you know, we've seen certain dudes don't want to criticize anybody because they're on their channel or they're cool with them. And it's like, all right, you hang out with Tank. All right, I get it, bro. But it's okay to say, like, Tank isn't pound for pound, because technically, even though it's subjective, like, your criteria alone, he should not qualify for that. By your criteria alone, which your criteria of pound for pound is whoever I'm dick riding, I guess. So I guess that's your definition. But my definition is a person that could fight in multiple weight classes, right? And could probably dominate that weight class. That's my pound for pound, right? The guy could go up. The guy, if the guy, like my pound for pound is like the guy could either go up or the guy can go down. And no matter where he go, he could probably be the man in that division. To me, that's the definition of pound for pound. But apparently for him, it's whoever he's hanging out with. I mean, you know, funny to me, man. Kind of funny to me. So with Tio and Devin, like I said, I can't be too long today, but Tio and Devin, I want to make it clear, bro. I don't think this fight's gonna happen, but I hope it does. But did you guys see when Tio came on and Tio said, nah, that ain't true? Did you see that? Because I'm just seeing multiple channels say that Tio is fighting Devin, right? And Tio is in a car saying no. Yeah. I mean, you got all these people saying like they're gonna be doing this, they're gonna be doing that, and then Tio comes out. Tio's got to say something because if he don't, because you know how people are with Tio, right? You know, people don't like Tio, so Tio is like, yo, I gotta shut this shit down quick because people are over here saying we're about to fight, and he's over here telling you, I don't know what y'all talking about, bro.
I'm hearing rumors, of course, about the negotiations of me and Devin Haney. Right now, sorry to say, guys, but this is all false accusations until further notice, guys.
So
I'm hearing rumors,
okay,
of course.
so, I mean, there you go. But yet, you still got all these people saying that they're going to be fighting next. And you know what? Listen, maybe they are. Maybe they're not. I don't know. David Benavidez is going to be fighting David Morrell, right? I do remember that a week before they said David Morrell was going to fight David Benavidez, which, by the way, there was a recent interview I saw with David Morrell, and he says he's training. He says he's training for David Benavidez because I don't think they have a date. Which is why, like, I don't want to get too excited about that either because, I mean, look at what's happened in the past year. We hear people are going to fight, right? Have we seen a date yet? Okay. Fundora was supposed to fight Errol Spence Jr. What happened with that? Not announced, right? Okay. Tank was supposed to fight Lamont Roach. What happened with that? There's no date, right? David Benavidez versus David Morrell. They're supposed to fight, right? I'll see no date. So I don't want to get all excited because I know how boxing is. But however, at the end of the day, I saw David Morrell saying that he was he was in training for David Benavidez. So it is what it is. But anyway, the point is, before they made that fight official, supposedly, to me, it ain't really official, but they're saying it is. The week before that, people were saying, I remember, people were saying, yo, David Benavidez is in talks to fight David Morrell. And I was like, I don't want to touch that topic, bro. I don't want to touch it because I don't see no proof of that. So, but the point is, maybe Devin is talking with Tio, and maybe they just don't want to say anything. Maybe they want to make okay, because this is possible. Let me give you a scenario of what probably could have happened, right? We all know Devin Haney's real cool with the boxing voice, right? Devin Haney and Ness is like this, bro. Okay, so do you think maybe something like this happened? Maybe Tio is talking to Devin. Maybe they are in negotiation. Because I can see something like this happening. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I can see it. So they're in negotiations. Devin cool as hell with Nestor Gibbs. And Devin kind of like says something, you know, like, oh, we're talking to Tio right now. And I could just see like them running with it. Oh, Tio was in negotiations with Devin, and then Tio like, bro, what are you doing, bro? We're not fucking done yet. And he goes live and is like, yo, we're not talking, bro. Like, I don't know where y'all getting that from. Like, I could see that happening because that's technically what happened with David Benavidez and David Morrell. To keep it a stack with you, the week before they said that they were gonna fight, there was a lot of rumors that David Morrell was going to fight David Benavidez. And I was like, man, get out of here, bro. Like, I done heard that so many times. Like, they've been in negotiations before. And mind you, I still haven't seen a date for that fight, nor is it technically official. But I did see David Morrell yesterday in an interview saying he's training right now for David Benavidez. So it is what it is. But the point is, maybe Tio is saying that they're not talking. Maybe him and Devin isn't in negotiations because it's not done. And I do know for a fact that Devin Haney is close as fuck with Nestor Gibbs. So close, Nestor won't even fucking criticize Devin Haney. So I could see Devin like maybe Ness heard something. You know, maybe Devin messed up and said something like, yeah, we're talking, you know, and then which by the way, if that's true, that's crazy. I would never tell you nothing. If I just tell you one thing and you just go live telling the whole world, bro. Like, you know, like if I was like, hey, look, man, you know, me and whatchamacallit's gonna fight, you know? And then dude just run over and be like, yeah, they fighting. And I could see that shit happening. And T.O. like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I don't know. I don't know what to believe, but you got T.O. saying they ain't fighting, but you got people still running with it. But it's a fight that I would still want to see that, bro. I do. T.O. got one loss, and I don't care what you say. In my mind, Devin got one loss. I know his record says 0, but I mean, listen, bro, you can't erase that from my mind. But at the end of the day, fine. He's got a 0. Fine. Devin's undefeated. T.O. got one loss. It's still a good fight. History with the Pops, right? Both Pops don't. I think the Pops really do like each other. I just think it's one of those things where you're just proud of your son, and you're like, no, my son will fuck your son up. I just think it's something like that. I don't think the families really hate each other. Well, let me back up. I don't think T.O. really likes Devin. Okay. The things that I've heard him say and said on Punch's channel and other interviews, I don't know. I know HLD came up here sometimes like, it's all WWE. Okay, I don't doubt some shit is like that, but listen, I don't doubt some fighters don't like other fighters either. I know for a fact, like, I mean, you guys know Caleb Plant and David Benavidez did not like each other. You know, the Benavidez family and Crawford, when they were going to fight, that shit was real beef, bro. You know, like Crawford swung on Jose Benavidez at the press conference, and if he didn't move, he would have hit him, right? So, I mean, some shit I don't think is like staged, you know. But at the end of the day, I do think T.O. doesn't really like Devin. But I think it's a good fight based on their history. And stylistically, I don't think it's that bad either. I don't think it's that bad. They're both at 140, right? So it is kind of possible. And if they are in negotiations, then that's crazy for Nestor to be fucking just coming out of nowhere and saying something before it's over with. But it wouldn't surprise me, bro. That's just how this so-called, and when I say community, you know what I mean. The YTBC YouTube boxing community, I guess we're all part of a community. Even if I don't talk to you, we're all part of the same community, right? So we are the ones, all right, and if you're not one of them, then it ain't directed to you. But we are the reason why I feel like Boots is overrated. Now, when I say overrated, I'm a Boots fan. I've been saying I'm a Boots fan. I mean, look at the co-main event. Bam Rodriguez was the co-main event. He's 24 years old. Compared to Bam, Boots is overrated. In fact, compared to Bam, a lot of fighters is overrated. Who you know that's 24 years old doing what Bam Rodriguez is doing. And he's fighting very, very frequently. And if he keeps going the way that he's going, he will pass Inoue or some shit like that in no time. So I think that Boots being overrated, number one, is a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. I do think it's kind of crazy, though, how like motherfuckers is talking like the guy ain't like he's trash or something. Like, look, did he get hit a little bit too much for my liking? Yeah, but it didn't surprise me, bro. The same thing happened in his last fight and the fight before that. Maybe not as much, but the same thing that I feel like he needs to work on, he's not fixing, which is kind of alarming a little bit. I have the same issue with T.O., right? And that, like I said, it's a personal opinion because I know there's T.O. fans out there like, no, T.O.'s the greatest. T.O. don't do nothing wrong. Yeah. Okay, fine. You could think that. I see flaws in T.O., okay? And I don't see him fixing it. And I don't like the fact that he doesn't fight frequently, right? I feel like you should be fighting frequently. You're young. Why are you only fighting one time a year, if that? You act like you're like Crawford's age in your high 30s, bro. You're in your young 20s. You should be fighting 3 times a year, if that, bro. The only thing that should be preventing you from doing that is if you're having promotional issues, which is probably what's going on. But I also think T.O. is hard to work with. I don't have any proof of that, but I I don't know. I'm thinking maybe he's hard to work with. I mean, why else is he not fighting? Well, why else? Why else is he saying things like, I got a date in September, and then September comes and goes and there's no fight? Why else would that be? So, it is what it is. But I think it would be a good fight. Like Bam, bro. By the way, I said this in my other live. Bam is special, bro. That kid is special. I can honestly say, I'm not exaggerating when I say that I see this kid doing things that I really haven't seen before. It's technically one thing, but like the way he moves his feet and he pivots is crazy, bro. I said this the other day in my live. This kid is right here in front of you. He pivots, and the next thing you know, he's on the opposite side of you, bro. In a split second. He's here 1 second. He's on the other side of you. Next second. Hitting you, right? It's almost like the Flash, almost. Like, I don't know how he does it, but that's some different shit. I ain't seen nothing like that. And of course, he's gonna use it to his advantage. I mean, he does that every fight. I know y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Where he's right here, he does like a little pivot real quick, and he's like on the opposite side throwing an uppercut. Like, that's crazy, bro. And he's quick and he's fast and he does it a lot. It's like his signature almost, sort of like Devin has, sort of like Ryan has the signature left hook, But that kid is special to me, man, and that kid is young. That kid is young. That kid is 24 years old, bro. I don't remember in the past 10 years, at least, somebody doing what Bam has started to do. So that's good. And he's setting a good example. He wants to fight frequently. So we'll see what happens. But Boots is my guy. I like Boots, bro. I've always called for the Crawford fight. But I will say this. I have to be completely honest. And I'm always brutally honest, regardless whether I like you or not. If that was Crawford hitting him on Saturday, one would like to think he'd be in trouble, bro. If Crawford was hitting him that frequently, I think Boots would have been in trouble. On the same notion, though, for everyone getting on him, going all crazy, let's not forget, Crawford didn't have the spectacular fight of the year either. Crawford didn't look like Crawford. Now, he didn't get hit like Boots, but come on, bro. Crawford struggled too. The difference is it's worse for Boots, in my opinion. Why? Because, okay, Crawford is older, right? Crawford fights less frequently, and Crawford was moving up in weight, and Crawford was fighting a champion. No warm-up, no tune-up, nothing. Straight for an undefeated champion. I think it's a little bit different, right? And even with all that, his performance was still better than Boots. Now, Boots is younger, a champion himself, fighting a guy that he already beat and did worse the second time. That's the truth. I still listen. I like Boots, bro. I really do. I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks like he did worse the second time around against Karen. As a fan, it's a little concerning. I mean, it ain't like the end of the world, but it's a little bit concerning when you're fighting somebody you've already beat. So you would figure you'd make it look easier this time, right? Now you get hit more. I still don't think it's his defense, though. I don't think it's Boots' defense. I really don't. I think this guy, he's exciting. Boots is exciting. He takes it to you. He tries to get the knockout. And I think him and Virgil Ortiz are very, very similar. Their styles aren't similar. Their mentality, bro. These guys' mentality is very similar, which, by the way, if these two fight, oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. If these two fight, bro, that shit, that's one of those fights where, like, yo, you literally cannot go to the bathroom at all. At all. You might as well have a bucket right there, just piss in a bucket or whatever, bro. Just don't go nowhere. because neither of these guys are gonna back up. Neither of these guys are. It'll be a war, bro. And both of them got tremendous heart. And apparently, they've already been in talks. All Virgil got to do is sign or something like that, or I don't know. But another thing to take into consideration, Boots might do a lot better at 154 because he's a big fighter at 147. But I'll tell you what, it was a bad night for him. It was a bad night for him because I went back and I watched the replay, right? Now, of course, take into account a lot of it is promotion, but still, look at what happened. That whole week, and I don't know if Eddie Hearn is bad luck. I don't know, bro. But that whole week, you go back, if you still got the zone, go back and watch it. Look at the promos, look at the episodes, right? Did you see the episode with Boots where he's showing Bam around Philly? Did you see that? Did y'all see that? Bam Rodriguez is getting a haircut. Or no, Bam Rodriguez is playing Undisputed against Cigar Talk. I think it is. The dude, Cigar Talk. And Boots walks in and goes, "Oh, that's my guy," talking about Bam. And he's like, "Yeah, I've known Bam since we were kids." And he's like, "I like Bam. Bam reminds me of me. He'll bang it out with you, but he could also box, right?" And he's like, "I'm gonna show my guy around Philly, right?" Then you look at the whole promotional thing leading up to it, and you got Eddie Hearn saying shit like Boots is like the next coming, or like basically saying Boots ain't never gonna lose. Like nobody can beat this man. He's going to take over divisions. Like, you know how Eddie Hearn talk. And Eddie Hearn's a little bit upset because he's not having the best year. All his fighters are losing. All of it. As a matter of fact, I've never seen no shit like that before. Like, literally. If you were to take, like, because, Oscar got all his fighters and Eddie Hearn got all his fighters and Al Heyman got all his fighters, right? If you take all your fighters, you take like your top 10, right? Everyone's got like a top 10. These are your stars. These are your money makers. All the fucking Eddie Hearn's guys are losing, bro. Every single one. Every single one, bro. He literally had the 5-on-5 with Frank Warren. You would think Eddie would win one, right? 0-5, bro. He swept. And I ain't never seen nothing like that, bro. Like, Oscar De La Hoya is getting on him the clapback Thursdays or clapback there, whatever, right? Even Oscar's rubbing it in, like, So Oscar has Virgil Ortiz, of course, and Eddie Hearn has Boots, right? So if they fight, I'm just saying, I think it's a great fight. I think Boots will be a better fighter at 154. I do think Boots is kind of depleting himself, but another reason why I said it's a bad night for him, because when you go back and you look at the interviews leading up to that fight, he did not say, never one time during that whole week did he say, I am depleting myself. Never once did he say, like, I'm having trouble at 147. I'm thinking about moving up to 154. In fact, that's not what he said. He said, I'm going to stick around and I'm going to be undisputed at 147. That's what he said, bro. Go back and look. I was just watching it. Then he has that performance, and the first thing he says is, I'm kind of like depleting myself, so I need to move up to 154. Total contradiction. But I'm not mad. I think 154 is the best division in boxing. If he moves up to 154, shit, it only makes it a lot better. There's a house party up there anyway. Who you chilling with down here? Who you gonna fight? Stanionis? Like who you got? Blair Cobbs? No, bro, go up there with all the crazy killers, bro, and the Boachucks and the Russian dudes that be looking like they out of their damn mind, and fucking Virgil Ortiz and fucking Terrence Bud Crawford and my guy Erickson Lubin. Like all these guys are there, bro. It's a killer ass division, bro. So go ahead. I'm just saying, I'm gonna keep it 100 as a Boots fan. Always. Shit, if I criticize Teal, I'm gonna criticize Boots. I think he is overrated if you were to compare him to someone like Bam, who was the co-main event. Yes, of course. But I don't think like people are I think some people are just so extreme. They're so extreme. They making it seem like the guy's like, I mean, damn, bro. Okay, if you didn't think he was all that, fine. But like, all right, bro. All right. He still won, okay? And it's not like Karen got robbed or something. He got hit his last fight against Abanesian. This is an issue that I think a lot of people have been seeing. Like, the one thing I tell you about Boots is he's got a chin. He's got a chin. I don't think I've seen him rocked. It's not a good idea to take those shots every fight, but still, you got to give him credit that the man is there. The man is there to put you away, you know. And I think that's his. I think I'm dead ass when I say him and Virgil suffer from the same thing, bro. They suffer from the same thing. Virgil, the only difference is Virgil, he's throwing 110% on every single one of his punches, bro. He does not let off the steam. And it's almost like, it's like, damn, bro, you don't got to try to kill him with every shot. Like, conserve your energy. But Virgil's the same way. In fact, Virgil be making some amateur mistakes too. That mistakes that I feel like he shouldn't be making. That guy Klo. What was his name? Khalil Klo. He lost this past weekend. Even though he lost, he showed there were some things I could point out that I was like, yeah, okay, but that's good, because one of the things that Sean Porter was talking about this too, and they were talking about it on Top Rank earlier this week. A lot of fighters have so much pride that when they get dropped, they jump right up. They jump right up, and it's like you don't even take a time to chill. Get your whole brain is discombobulated, bro. Give yourself a second to it. You know what I mean? But they so prideful and they so embarrassed, they jump right up. And actually, it's not to their benefit. And Tim Tszyu did the same thing. Tim Tszyu kept jumping up, right? Khalil Klo gets dropped. I think I'm saying his name right. First thing he does, he stays on his knee. He's like, let me just chill, bro. Like, I got 8 seconds anyway. Like, no, whether I jump up or whether I sit here, I still got 8 seconds. So let me just collect myself, right? That's smart. Virgil and other fighters like Tim Tszyu, like they're so prideful. And this is why I like these fighters, by the way. But still, it's not to their benefit. Do you think it's to their benefit? I don't think it's to their benefit. I think if Virgil slowed down, he'd be much more dangerous. I think if Boots slowed down and just let the knockout come to him, I think that's his. I don't know. Some people say that Boots got no defense. I don't think it's necessarily that. I think if he just slowed down and let the knockout, and that's another thing too, why he had a bad night. That's another reason. Because in his interview before his fight, he says, I'm going to stick around at 147. And then he also said, like, no, you got to let the knockout come to you, you know? Because the guy asked him about knockouts, and he said, no. You know, you got to let the knockout come. I mean, of course, like, if it comes, it comes. But I'm never just, this what he's saying. I'm never just looking for a knockout. You know, if it comes, it comes. And then you fight, and it looks like you're doing the opposite, bro. It looks like you're trying to just hurry up and get this guy out of here. And you're willing to take shots, bro. Because I guess in your head, you're like, well, I got a chin. Let me get him. I mean, it's just total contradictory to everything that you said. Everything. Go back and look. Everything he said in the interview he contradicted himself. Right after the fight, he goes, oh, I'm depleting myself. I need to go to 154. That's not what you just said, though. Oh, I don't look for the knockout. That's not what you just said. So that's concerning, but it's just criticism. But I feel like some people are just so damn hard on these guys, bro. Like, damn. I mean, it is what it is. You got dudes like jumping ship and everything. I'll tell you, it's no different than these dudes that when a new team wins the Super Bowl, you ever ask somebody who's your favorite team? Oh, the one that won the Super Bowl. That's my team. Like, they just quit the bandwagon, bro. Bandwagon. He does have things to work on, though. He definitely, no, and I understand that, Hawker. I understand that, and that's why, like, I'm not so hard. Like, he's supposed to say that, right? Isn't he supposed to say that? he's supposed to say, oh, let the knockout come, or I get it. I do. But that's what I mean when I say it's a bad night for him, though. It just so happened that everything he said, the opposite happened. So it wasn't a good night for him. And he knows, and he's not stupid. And he's watching everybody, what they're saying about him right now. Look at all these channels of what they're saying, bro. Look at what they're saying about this man. They're basically making it seem like this dude like he's a complete hype job, and maybe you think he is. You know? But let's not forget that there's things that happen with him that I feel like it's not his fault. You know, wasn't he under Cameron Duncan and he had some promotional issues and stuff? Like, these are things he really can't control. He can control what he does in the ring. And as far as that's concerned, yeah, he should be criticized because it looks like he's not fixing what I've seen in the past 3 fights. But I'm not going to be like, yo, the dude is trash. And how am I going to sit here and say Virgil runs right through him when, in my opinion, Virgil suffers from the same thing, just not as much? To me, Virgil has an advantage because Virgil has a high guard. Virgil, to me, has a better resume. Virgil he's already fought at 154, and he's been tested against Boachuk. So I feel like he's got all the advantages. But I don't think like that automatically means that he runs through Boots, because how do I know that Boots really isn't depleted? How do we know Boots isn't really depleting himself at 147 and at 154 is where he really needs to be? How do we know that's not a major factor? We don't know that, right? If you're depleting yourself and you're fighting at a lower weight class, right, and your weight cuts are not going good, your timing's not going to be good, bro. I'm telling you that right now. Your timing's not going to be good. Your stamina is not going to be good. A lot of things are going to be bad about you if you're not having a good weight cut and you're fighting at a weight you're not supposed to be fighting at. Who knows? He might move to 154. Now he can make weight easily. And now everything that we're seeing is a lot better now. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I'm not gonna like throw him in the trash and shit. Like he should be criticized, but I think people are just. I mean, look, man, it's a harsh reality. It's a harsh community, man. It's a harsh community. Hey, look, before I get out of here, what's up, fam? Oh, you mean what they're doing? Yeah, it is. And look, that's expected, bro. That's expected. I'm just giving like what I'm just saying, bro. Like me personally, like I'm a fan of Boots, and yeah, I saw some things to be concerned about, but I'm not gonna be like what some of these dudes are saying. You know, I think it's a little bit. I think you're going too far, but if that's your opinion, fine. Let's not forget, Ellie Setback thinks that Tank is pound for pound the best fighter on the planet. I mean, let that sink in. Like, that's just dick riding comment. That's a dick riding comment. But a lot of these guys think like that. A lot of these guys operate around who is my friend, who visits my channel, who's paying me. That's instead of just telling the truth. So we can't expect the truth from everybody in this community because a lot of these guys don't even know how to tell the truth, bro. Let's be honest. And we're dealing with a bunch of snakes. So, you know, as far as one thing before I get out of here is Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, bro, by the way. I don't know what's going on, but like, I don't know how real you think this shit is, bro, but it's kind of concerning to me. It's kind of concerning because Jake is clearly on steroids, bro. I'm not saying Mike ain't on nothing either. He's 58 years old. He's damn near 60, so he's got to be on something, but that's not concerning to you? Did you see how big Jake looked, bro? Jake is huge, and he's got acne all over him. That's all signs of like steroids and stuff like that, bro. And I'm not saying Mike ain't taking nothing, but I'm saying Jake is 20-something years old, bro. And Mike is damn near 60. Should be ashamed of yourself. He had the audacity to call out Canelo. Pfft, come on, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it. I hope he doesn't think if he beats Mike, like Canelo's going to be like, yeah, I'll fight him. It's just funny to me. Yeah. No, he is. He is. But still, like, who's it more dangerous for, man? I just don't look. Maybe this fight, I could understand this fight being fixed, bro. Which, by the way, this fight is on Netflix, is it not? This fight is on Netflix, right? On Friday. So if you have Netflix, you're good. And that's one of the last things I wanted to talk about was the undercard. Oh yeah, but yeah, Hawker, but you just said yourself, bro. You just said yourself. You just said yourself, brother, a couple of comments ago. You just said that you just said yourself that he's saying that, right? I forgot what your comment was, but you just said yourself, like, he's supposed to say that, right? So, oh, you mean after the fight? Maybe he sees it that way. I don't know. Look, it was a little bit concerning. I just think people are going a little bit too much. And by the way, why not give Karen credit? Like, Karen was ranked #1, I believe, right? That's why they made him fight him again, right? Was it? Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. But didn't Boots fight him again because they kind of like ordered the fight? Didn't the IBF? It's the IBF, right? So they ordered the fight. So that means that he was a mandatory. So, you know, just give him a little bit of credit. But still, yeah, he needs things to work on. Yeah, man, look, real quick, the undercard with Mike and Jake, bro, that's a pretty good undercard. I think I saw Shushu Carrington on there. I think I did. I saw him on there. I saw this dude. I forgot his name. Somebody tell me his name. But this guy is interesting too. This is the guy who they say has contender for knockout of the year. This guy, what is this guy's name? It's like a 20-second clip though.
Both of your trims are perfect. Touch gloves if you want to. If not, go back to your corner.
Nice.
Yes. Body landed a punch. Good right from Body. Another one. Oh my God.
Praying for this moment, praying for this opportunity, just shocked the world and has knocked out H2O Silv cold.
Bro, that shit was horrible, bro. Wow. Every time I look at that, by the way, damn. That was bad. He's on the undercard too. I don't know who he's fighting. He's on the undercard. Shushu Carrington's on the undercard. And of course, we got Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor, #2. So the card itself is a good card. I don't know. I'm gonna check right now. Because I hope it's not one. I hope they're not pulling one of this DAZN shit. Because when DAZN first came out, they said all you got to do is have a subscription and the fights are free, no pay-per-views. Then it went from that to, oh, we're still gonna do pay-per-views, but if you subscribe to us, you get a percentage off. I hope they're not doing that. I hope if you have Netflix, the shit is free. It is what it is. I think it is, because they already got the episodes leading up to the fight, promoting the fight. But it'll be on Friday, and on Saturday we got another fight coming on. But I'll probably talk about the Tyson and Jake Paul fight maybe tomorrow or the day after. But I have to head out of here, bro. I appreciate y'all. This Ghost. See y'all later. I'm out, bro. I gotta go eat, man.